Hi, Kit. 294. There was like 20 of them, and they all got spooked when I came out, so we'll wait a second and see if they come back. I see a little nose right here. There was a nose. It's gone. Luxembourg. When I was a child, I remember learning that Luxembourg was a very small country. It's teeny tiny, isn't it? How many of you are there? Oh, look. There's a face. There's a face. Hey, little bit. Got some foods. No? All right. Switzerland. Well, hello, Switzerland. There's a little face. Nope, no, not ready yet. How cool. Well, I'm in Kenya. You guys are not close to me, but you're certainly welcome. Hi, Momo. It's a cold morning. I wish I was wearing sleeves. Let's see if we get any more little fuzz butts to come out. All right, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are cute. I'm a big fan. There's one. Just popped out. Hey, would you like a tasty leaf? What's that one doing? It's slippery, huh? I wonder if I can set this down. Whoops. Don't. That didn't work. I don't want to hold it. Where's the rest of you? Come on. There's so many under here. They must be way down underneath here. What a unit. Nah, there's no blinking. They don't really have eyelids. They have nictating membranes that come in from the side. Wish I could hold this more steady for you guys. I could never be a surgeon. Come on, everybody else. Where are you at? There's so many more today. There's one. There's one. Hey, would you like a leaf? Would you like a leaf? Hey. It's for you. Come on in. There you go. Are you... All right. It is kind of dirty. Do you not like the flavor? I picked it up on the side of the road, so it probably has exhaust fumes. Try again. Look at those toes. There you go. You're just gonna keep chopping them? Sorry about the airplanes. I know they're loud. Some guys up there too. They all look pretty skinny. The rains just came back, so they haven't had much food lately. They're all looking a little thin. Do 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 do. I came out because there was screaming. There was like 20 of them out here, and they were screaming to the other tribes on the property with this call and repeat pattern. So I thought, oh, I should get a video of that. And then I saw there were so many of them. Like, why not go live? Why not show everybody what's going on? But now they're all scared and ran away, except for this one. You want some more? I got more. You guys want some? No? Hey. Hey, Stinky. Hey. Yes. Do I have your attention? Do I have your attention? Can I draw you closer? Will you go up on your hind legs? Will you go up? Will you go up? There you go. Grab it, grab it. There you go. Look at those whiskers. There's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out right now, but there was like 20 or more earlier. A lot of them ran away when I came out. Not all of them were as bold as this little one. Greed beast. What? Can you eat the camera? Yeah, there you go. Does it look good on your side? On my side, this is crystal clear, of course. But I wonder how the internet signal is. I'm not using Wi-Fi, I'm just using data bundles. There's some cost involved there, but you're worth it. Every one of you is worth it. All 21 of you is worth the data bundles. But honestly, in Kenya, I can last like a whole month with just $30 worth of data, and I use my phone a lot. It's significantly cheaper here. You're welcome, Andy. What's up, Chase? What's up, Chase TV? Thanks for popping on. Isn't he or she great? Yeah? What do you think you're gonna do? Is that you asking for more? Yeah. You're a cute one. I can give you more. Here. Will you do a trick? Hey, come here. You want some more? I got more. Here. There you go. So will you stand up high? Will you stand up tall? Stand on your hind legs. Point. Stand up. Stand up. There you go. There you go. What's up, Bidoof? Long time. One of our epic subscribers popped on. The elusive yet consistent Bidoof. In Swahili, that would be Bidoof. Long racks. Like long COVID. Yeah, it has been a while, but it's not you, it's me. I haven't done a lot of lives. I just forgot about them. I just forgot. This is not a thing I always do, and I just forgot that I had that option. Turn around. We don't want to just look at your butt. Where is everybody? There are so many more Hyraxes underneath here. So many Hyraxes everywhere. There's some more coming out. Squeeze. This guy's just a unit. Oh, wah, 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 wah. I've got 2 Hyrax songs coming out soon. I've been working with a musician. This is just a little bit of the gang, dude. Andre, there's so many more. There's so many more Hyraxes, but they're all underneath the iron sheets. Where's all your friends? Why don't you guys come out and get warm? I know you're there. So many of you. What are you looking at? That always freaks me out. Yesterday was a monkey fiasco. Lots of different kinds of monkeys. 2 kinds, baboons and sykes. I was feeding my friends, the sykes, and then the baboons came and wrestled them. It was actually kind of sad. So the friendly monkeys were chased away. Thanks everybody for popping on. Can't believe we've killed 15 minutes already. Yeah, little butt scratch there. Hey. You want some more leaves? just trying to get warm. It is chilly out here. I should be wearing socks, and I should have sleeves. It's a good yawn. Boring. Y'all are boring. You're making the live boring because you're not doing anything fun. How many Hyraxes? I don't know, man. How many Hyraxes have me? They all live here, and it's more than 20 right now, for sure. It's been a really good year for birth. A lot of babies born this year. And not just that, but a high survival rate. It's been going pretty good. Pretty good crop. You guys want to see the poop? I know it doesn't sound so exciting. Are you guys, raise your hand if you want to see a pile of Hyrax poop. Go ahead, raise your hand. Make some sort of acknowledgement of the live. And look at this one emerging. Hi. Got a dead leg? Yep. Sometimes they have dead legs for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so, hi. Do you want a tasty leaf? Is that what you want? Any chance? Yeah? Yeah? You do. You do want a tasty leaf. Hold on. You go up tall? You go up tall? There you go. There you go. There's your tongue. There you go. Get it. Get it. You're not really getting it. This one's stretching. There you go. You can take it. Do they not taste very good? How about you? There we go. There's some fights. Eat it up. Oh, you're taking it away. You're supposed to eat it in front of the camera. I got more. Here. Come get this one. Nice and tall. Stretch up, stretch up. There you go. Yeah, that's some good stuff. Hyrax belly. What are you up to? You want to come get some? Why are they living in the roof? Well, so these are bush Hyraxes. You know, it's a type of rock Hyrax. So they do enjoy, you know, they don't build places to live. And so what they're looking for is safety and warmth. And you see, my roof has, it's like a double layer roof, right? So it's like a really safe place for them to hide out, where it still feels like rocky because it's concrete on top. Oh, I was just talking to the camera, but if you want to do a leap for us? Nice and tall, nice belly. There you go, get it, get it, get it. And so, because the space between here and here is protected, they're protected from the air, so the owls can't get them and the eagles can't get them. So that's safe, and then it's also pretty warm. And so normally they might just like sleep in like caves along the rocks on the gorge, The gorge is like 100 meters from here. Instead, they just found this place, and so they've been living here for generations as a warm, safe spot. And you know, it's also surrounded by food. You know, they can get what they need really quickly and get back into safety. Okay, you know, they're not building stuff, and they're not really going far to forage. They prefer to just lay around. So yeah. Hyrax so hot they put their tongue out to cool down. Yeah, that's not a thing that happens here ever. These guys never put their tongues out. I just think it's, in fact, I've never seen it in the wild. I've only seen it in zoos. So the zoos maybe just, I don't know. I don't know why the ones in the other videos have their tongues out. It's just not a natural thing that I see. Maybe it's a particular species that they have in those zoos. But yeah, I saw like a reel yesterday. It was like, oh yeah, they use their tongues to cool down. It's like, why would they need to cool down? They're usually really after heat, and it shouldn't be hard to find a cool spot in a zoo. So if they're keeping the enclosures too hot, maybe that's what's going on, but otherwise, I never see them do that. Do you put other foods besides leaves? No. I know I could probably get them addicted to like grapes and shit, but like, I don't know, like, why not just feed them what they like and they're familiar with instead of getting them hooked on human food? So yeah, I've never even tried to feed them anything else. I had a guest who gave them grapes one time and he said that they really liked it, but okay, fine. But no, this is in Kenya. These dudes live all over Africa and the Middle East. And I happen to live in Kenya, so. Hi, nice face. Would you like a tasty leaf? I don't know if any of this is appealing to you. There's a bunch of seeds here too. I know you'll like this part, but I don't know if you eat the rest of it. This particular one is one they like a lot, but unfortunately on this property, there's only one of these trees. And they've eaten all they could off of it. So I stop at on the way home from work and find other trees that have it. Yeah, get that piece right there. There's some good stuff there. Some of you guys I've seen eat leaves or the seeds, the seed pods, but just eat this. You're gonna like it. Here, just take this part. Chomp, chomp, chomp. They're starting to come out when I'm running out of food, which means I'm going to go back into the house, get more food, and then they'll be scared again. Here's another one coming out. Good morning. I read an article that these are, I think I put it on my Instagram profile, that it's this toxic to most animals, but these guys love it. I think they have a higher tolerance for toxicity of plants than some other animals do. The green bulbous things? Oh, so the property that I live on is a glass blowing and glass sculpting business. All of the colored glass from in East Africa is pretty much made here. So on the other side of the other side of the property is a whole factory. In fact, they just made the beautiful giant walls of the Jane Goodall, I don't know, museum or whatever, and they think they finished right before she'd passed away. They ship it all over there too. I think it's in Rwanda. And so yeah, one of the cool effects that they did in some of the architecture was put glass balls. So like it's like skylights, and it looks cool on the inside. This is actually my toilet and shower in here, my indoor shower. This is the roof of it, and so at night, even the moonbeams like shine in. It's really cool. And then also at night, like when you turn the light on inside, all these balls glow on the outside. So it's just a fun artistic thing that they did. This house is like made in like 1980, but they've added more and more parts to it. It was originally a traditional Maasai mud house. Hyraxes don't have much of an odor. They're pretty clean animals. And so, no, I can't smell them right now. And if I stick my nose on them. Yeah, you can go to the website. All you have to do is Google Kitengela glass and do an image search instead of a regular search and just look at all the pictures people have taken. There's been hundreds of documentaries or mini documentaries and blogs and articles and stuff about this place. Kitengela glass. Kitengela. And you can see the whole property in other people's pictures. Music videos are made here. It's amazing. It's an amazing place. I just happen to live way off on the edge. I had a project here. One of the men who lived here for a long time was married to the artist, and he was my project partner for my puppetry behavior change project. I run a charity, and so they have this huge property with all these Airbnbs. So the Airbnbs were just like covered in Hyraxes. And they just said, hey, you can live here if you want. I was like, really? So they gave me the oldest house. All the rest of them are like really cool. Kitengela glass, pretty close. Yeah, Kitengela. Yeah, get some munches on. So yeah, there's a crazy like suspension bridge, a walking suspension bridge. You gotta see the pictures of that. That used to be how I would come home every day. But we're right on the edge of the Nairobi National Park. So it's like a super sick environment. A lot of butts. Everybody's facing the wrong way. Unit is still sitting there. It's been 30 minutes. You're still sitting there. I don't know. Do you guys like the pods? I don't know. I can get more leaves. I just have to go in the house. What kind of predators? All kinds of predators. They got snakes, eagles, and jungle cats. Jungle cats of all sizes, everywhere from leopards and lions on down to the civet cats and the, what's the other one called? What's the little cat called? Not a civet, but a genet cat. But I got some mongooses that live around here too, and I think the mongooses sort of deter the snakes. We don't have snakes very often. But I've definitely had an 11-foot python coming after these guys once. And one time I spent considerable a number of hours chasing a cobra. He had gotten right underneath here, and there was 2 mothers and 4 babies. And the mothers were like, we're out of here. And they just took off and left the babies behind. So I chased that snake for hours underneath, you know, poking sticks underneath here, trying to get him out. And so, big shout out from Cali. Cool, Bridge and 818. Yeah, Kitengela glass, you got it. You should not feel famous for being called out. But it's cool, huh? How true is it that King George in his prime could subdue a pride of lions? Oh, that's actually happening right now. There's actually a pride of lions that are gathered around his footsteps and are bowing to King George. King George lives that way, maybe like a mile away. He's really a special creature. I wish I could hang out with him. I've never actually met him. I've been to the house several times, and he's never there when I'm there. I'll bet he's chilling right now. Oh yeah, for sure. The hybrid 316. We definitely need an animal movie where or a human movie where there's an animal sidekick. That is a Hyrax. I have not seen Eileen. Actually, wait a minute. She might have been the one that visited a little while ago. I don't know. Hi. Welcome. Welcome to the fold. All right, we got some baby action going on here. All right, fight it up. That's why we're doing it live. Yeah, get your cute little face. I wish you guys wouldn't eat all the seeds because we could plant these, right? You guys could have a everlasting supply if we planted this stuff. There we go, another one popped up. Yes, I think Eileen is amongst this crew right here. I'd have to see her up close. It's hard to tell. Da, 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 da. All right, it's been 30 minutes. Drop some jewels or become a subscriber because this is, I'm using up all my data. All right. Yeah, drop, you can, I don't know what it's called, some sort of way to give prizes or gifts to my account, if anybody wants to, for this great, epic, one-of-a-kind Hyrax action. You little turds. Are they nocturnal as well? Do they distribute at night? Sometimes, yeah, sometimes they have reason to do some screams, but it's not much. If any one of these dudes is gonna scream at night, they're gonna scream like 20 times maybe. And the screams are like 15 seconds apart, between 10 and 15 seconds apart. And they might wake me up, but it's kind of pleasant. I mean, the way the house is built, I do hear them scurrying around. Jeez, guys, relax. And so it's actually really nice. When I go to bed at night, I can kind of hear them tossing and turning. In the morning, I can hear the little footsteps. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Oh, Kevin, are you still here? Sorry, I didn't see your question. Kevin asked who or what is King George. King George is just a single male Hyrax that doesn't have a family that we know of, that comes and visits the front porch of a couple of professors from a local university, and he just comes and chills with them. And slowly by slowly, when he was coming around, I sort of told them, like, hey guys, if you want to, be friends with this Hyrax, you give him some local leaves. And I showed him what leaves were that he liked, and he'd come closer and closer, and sometimes sit down with them, and then eventually he would actually get on their laps. Totally wild, not always there, but he fought several battles of other Hyraxes that wanted that nice warm front porch of that house, and who wanted to take domain of the area. But he fought them off, and still doesn't have his own family that we know of. And so they just named him King George. I don't know why they did that, but they said, please address him as King George. And so every once in a while they send me videos of little updates. But they don't like to be seen or talk on camera. They're not social media people. So, oh, hey, thanks, Brajan. That's really nice. I got a little clown hat, party hat. Cool. You guys wish there was more food? I have a lot more. I was gonna save it. These ones don't say Awawa. The Awawa noise looks like it's a particular vocalization of those ones in the Middle East that are being held captive and probably eaten. The dude who gets all the Awawa videos, I'm pretty sure is raising them for food. So they're scared. The Awawa noise is actually like they're trapped, they can't go anywhere, they feel threatened, and so they're going Awawa, which is adorable, but it's not a happy noise. But these ones don't actually vocalize that way. They do scream. They do have all kinds of cool noises, but they don't actually go Awawa. I feel like the animals here at the national park and nearby are extremely used to the airport. I think any animal that lives in the national park is younger than the airport. This is the only national park in the world that butts up directly to an urban center. All right, so that was something from above that bothered him. I don't know what it was. What did he see? But yeah, they're okay with it. Oh yeah, yeah, it's terrible. All those cute videos of the Wawas are food. I don't know if that guy in particular is the one who eats them. I know I've seen a video of Hyraxes on a grill at one point on his account. So I'm sure he's just selling all those animals as food. But he's turned it into like a cool little social media thing. He probably just like sells exotic meats or something, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The guy with the Awawas with the deer, I think he's doing the same thing. I think he's just eating all those critters. I mean, what else is he doing? He's selling them. They're not, he keeps them in cages. Like when I had Squiggy, there was no cage. Like you do not, it is unessential to have a Hyrax and have it in a cage. Like it's like a cat. And smarter than a cat, and their poop doesn't stink as bad, and they're easier to toilet train. So anyone who's got them in a cage is like just torturing these guys. So that's kind of unfortunate. There's so many like Hyrax accounts, and they like keep them in a cage. And like anyone, I've known several people who have Hyraxes here in Kenya, usually rescues from local dogs or like their environment getting destroyed in urban areas, so they get orphaned or something. And they keep them in the house with no cage whatsoever. And a lot of them, some of them actually have, indoor-outdoor Hyraxes where they provide them a safe spot. The Hyraxes love to sleep with the family. They sleep with the kids. They sleep on their pillows. They cuddle up to them. And then during the day, they go outside and do Hyrax stuff. And that's kind of the way it should be, right? Like, just give them the option. I mean, they're hedonistic. All they want is heat. They do scratch themselves a lot, and they scratch for different reasons. I mean, they're probably itchy. But also, they do they do a thing that when they're thinking hard about something, they'll also do a scratch. I always say this, but it's like, have you ever seen like someone's pet dog? Hey, what's up? What's up, big guy? You're a big, big, big dude. Oh, nice ear. You got a ripped up ear. You know how like a dog will yawn when you pose it with like a question? It's like some sort of mental process with a big yawn from a big, big dog. I think Hyraxes do the same thing with their scratches. They kind of like thinking about something. Do they attack on sight? I don't know if they attack on sight. The Hyraxes run. That's their main thing, is they run. That's why most people don't know about them, because you just don't see them. If a Hyrax sees a human, they just run away. And so you think, oh, is that a giant rat that I saw? What else could it be? So people just don't know they exist for the most part unless they look it up. So they attack when they're cornered. If they're cornered, that's why those Awawa ones are like look like they're kind of aggressive. It's because they're cornered. They have no place to go. They're not comfortable, and so they freak out. So attacking and freaking out is just a symptom of not having the option to just run far, far away. Kevin, you asked if they're smarter than a cat. I mean, I don't know. Cats are domesticated, so their behaviors are going to be very, very intelligent in terms of how they, interact with us as humans. I'm guessing a Hyrax is as smart or smarter. Thank you, Andre. And so it's hard to say because they don't have domestic personalities, but when I lived with Squiggy, she was smart. She had a full range of emotions and definitely knew right from wrong. I'd love to have a Hyrax, but I wouldn't like to keep one alone, knowing it's a herd animal, and I'd like even less to keep it in a cage. Oh, it's raining. I gotta go inside. Shit. All right, everybody's going in. Everybody's going in. Me too. No more Hyraxes. Too much rain. in a fight between a prairie dog and a Hyrax, I would say a Hyrax certainly has way more deadly jaws. I'll show you. But a prairie dog has claws too. And a prairie dog probably works as a unit. So that's a thing. A bigger YouTube channel, Valiant Internet, or comedy page, Valiant Internet, is reusing the Hyrax videos of the Wawa guy with voiceovers. Yeah, I saw that dude. I think they're stealing it from another dude. The Hyrax voiceover guy is really funny. And he, it feels like everyone's taking his content. Let me just show you exactly why I think a Hyrax might beat a prairie dog. Check this out. Got some artifacts here. That's a Hyrax skull. Oops, I forgot that it broke. Let me fix it. It's kind of busted up here. But check this out. Look at those teeth, man. Amazing, huh? I mean, that's just nuts. So yeah, that could probably kick a prairie dog's ass. But I don't know if they'd want to. Prairie dogs, I think, have claws too, don't they? Anyway, Dazel, yeah, it's a herd animal. I mean, I think a Hyrax, single Hyrax would be happy if there was always a human there. I think they'd be okay to just hang out with just one human or a family. That'd be okay. But leaving them home during the day, like Squiggy used to just sit by the window and wait for me to come home. That sucked. Anyway, you've been with them for so long, you're able to understand their temper. If you want to call it that, referring to your knowing, yeah, dude. I've been, yeah, they're just part of my life. Here's another one. And I just found another skull that I just had, I let bacteria eat it up. I don't really want to touch it. It's kind of gross at the moment. A dog dug it up. I don't want to touch this thing very badly. Let me get a paper towel because this is too gross. I do not want that much bacteria on my fingers. Yeah, just got this one. So it needs to be cleaned up some more. Maybe we'll put some ants on it. And someone has chewed up the back of it, but anyway. Yeah. Gross. Doesn't smell though. The smell has stopped. Thanks for the gift. Someone gave me a gift. That's really nice. Anyway, are the Hyrax in Japan, Africa, or Middle East? They're African and Middle East. They're not native to Japan. Yeah. I don't know if brain size matters, right? Thanks, the floor is pretty cool. I'd show you the whole house, but it's kind of disgusting at the moment. I've been making a lot of food, so there's stuff everywhere. That flag is the Kenyan flag. Oh yeah, the Hyrax with the injured leg I posted on Instagram. I think the leg's all better now. Yeah, he's okay. Noble bird. I think the criteria for domestication is herd animal and hierarchical. Oh, I didn't know that. Here's a skin of a hedgehog. Crazy, huh? And then I found a porcupine quill. We have huge porcupines here. They're so cool. They're bigger than than a golden retriever, I swear. Huge. Yeah, for sure. The lonely Hyraxes in Tokyo apartments were definitely sourced by the illegal pet trade. I mean, maybe there's a local person who got them legally through a zoo. Check this out. Sorry, it's really dumpy right now. I'm never happy with the cleanliness of this house. I was raised to be clean, but now I live in a dirt hole. There's a giraffe head. It used to have the full nose of the giraffe, but the baboons kept coming over and peeling off and eating the skull. So I finally had to bring it inside. I don't think I need a giraffe skull inside, but there it is. And then, oh yeah, the sad meow. It's so sad. It's a tough one. One of the neighbor kids brought me a skull of a giraffe, and someone had cut off the horns. Check that out. We got giraffes too, but the baboons are always messing with them. Here's half of a who knows what. The kids bring me bones, and I find bones, and I don't know why I hang them up. I like the idea of a witchy place. There's, oh guys, come back, come back. I just saw. Now here's some newcomers who've been pooping in a weird spot. That's not normal. Must be a new group of Hyraxes visiting. This is some sort of goat, or I don't know what it is. I don't know nothing about nothing. But yeah. Hey guys, where'd you go? All right, well, for everyone who's still sticking around, I'm sorry there's no more Hyraxes, but it's raining, and I don't want to be out in the rain. So thanks again. Do baboons come near? Yeah, they come near. Yesterday they were all right here. Now this is a place where baboons like to hang out. So yesterday I had like 20 of them just right here. I just sat down on the bench and just hung out with them for a while. Oh, Shmay, long time. Long time. Good to see you. Right on. Cool, guys. Well, everybody who came over, and hey, thanks, Bridgand. Can't wait till you put up new content. Unfortunately, I got to take off for now. Take it easy. And if you can't take it easy, take it sleazy. Yeah, so I'm going to just close up and make myself some breakfast and get my day going. Thanks for everybody who came over from Instagram. That's cool. And everybody else, I'll see you around. I'll see you around. Thanks for the, oh, wow, lots of donations. Cool, I'm just now seeing the, right on. That's really helpful. I'll get myself a nice dinner tonight. Bye-bye.